The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. Man, we feeling like a long time. I feel like it wasn't even a long time ago since we met. Was it? Like a week? Has it only been a week or two?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay. Jesus. Man, a lot of shit done happened, man. Before we get to it, man, welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. We here. We are here today. The whole crew in the building. Miguel just smiling. He look like I'm finna start saying some silly shit. Like, what are you finna talk about? No, I ain't gonna do that. Young guy, always smiling. Just be beaming and shit. And Jonny look like he ready to whoop my ass. I'm like, damn, Jonny, we can just go to the gym, dog.
Man, it ain't never that serious.
But man, I'm feeling all right. I'm gonna say all right because I know me and Jonny both had some eventful last weeks. And I ain't gonna lie, Jonny, I know I mentioned a little bit yesterday. We were talking about it. I think the word of the day, the word of the week is reflection.
Mm-hmm.
And before we start reflecting, y'all got to give it up to my brother Jonny, man. Happy birthday to Jonny, man.
Man.
Give my nigga a hand clap of song. He was gonna.
That don't fuck with me.
Niggas wasn't supposed to be here.
Man.
Niggas wasn't supposed to be here, dog. Yet we supposed to be here. So another day, another year, another year of growth, another year of things getting accomplished, another year of heartache, another year of learning from heartache. Another year chance coming, as far as we can see. I just want to, before we even get started, Jonny, just let me know how you feeling about, this journey you on, especially the things that you've been through.
Man.
You're getting a year older, bro. Like, how are you about that? How are you feeling?
Man, I mean, it's just a little bit of mixed feelings, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I just think about stuff on too deep of levels, and I'm appreciative to come around the world, another solar return, but time is a man-made concept. So, man, just appreciative to keep growing, keep going, keep manifesting, and keep moving to see what's next.
Yes, sir. Speaking on next, we're gonna talk about what was before. I'm gonna start out with some fun shit because my ass had a trip down memory lane, a physical trip.
Okay.
When we was gone, man, I went with my ass on back to my alma mater, old Ohio University. And I had a good ass time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did some mad wild shit. But that wild shit wasn't even wild. I went to sleep at like 3:30 and woke up at 6:30 to run a damn 5K. I don't know what I was on, what kind of crack I was smoking. But my ass got up with the old head. I was definitely the youngest to run that because the rest of the homies was drunk and shit. But I got up on Saturday morning and ran me a good old 5K. And I ran it. I don't know how, but it was a Memorial 5K. It's funny when you go to enjoy yourself, man. It's good to still be reminded of those people who helped you enjoy that time there, even when they are no longer on this plane. Just a rest in peace to my guy Marcellus Williamson, man. Cell phone, cell block, 6 Deuce. It was a memorial run, so that's who I ran for. One of my teammates, fallen teammates. So it was even good just to go there, even though you're there in good spirits, to go there and be reminded of the people who may not be here to enjoy it with you again. So Make sure people don't die twice. You die once when your flesh goes. You die a second time when people stop saying your name. So the goal is to prolong that second death. But man, it was a great time, bro. I haven't been back to campus in 10 years. Last time I was there was 2012. And then I saw people who I hadn't seen in about 15 years. 15. And he was like, damn. Like people like Young God was 3. 3 years old last time when I seen these people, when I first stepped on campus and shit. But it was definitely a time to remember. I just remember one of the most vivid memories, it's still fresh, but one of my most covenant memories, I had a deja vu. We was in one of the bars, like the one bar we was at was packed. So we went down the street. If y'all don't know anything about Ohio University, there's 32 bars on one street, on Court Street. That's so everybody out and about. Went to another bar, the pub, and I promise you, at one point I stopped and looked around and I thought I was back in college. Everybody that I knew, it was all our age group. Everybody I was in school with was in this one bar. Not the old heads, not the youngsters. It was just us. And it was packed out. And I was like, damn. Like I literally stopped. I paused for a minute. It was like, it's like deja vu. And everybody looked the damn same. Most people lost weight from college. Most white people looked happy. Even the ones who were angry in college looked happy, bro. And I was like, okay. Life be lifing, but it ain't always bad. I think people just needed to be around people that the quick spirit raised. It wasn't even about drinking or going out. It was about the camaraderie, feeling that again, bro. And, those are the things I kind of cherish. Those are the things I look for. That's why when I go out to different cities, I'm going to always hit up people I know. And that's why I get so damn upset when folks can't come down the street for 10 minutes when I done traveled 14 hours. You know what I'm saying? I get pissed off. I ain't gonna lie, I get pissed. I'm like, oh, that's a little far. I just flew 4 hours. What's far? Distance is relative.
Man.
And again, dealing with shit in my family, seeing how the city going right now, like we gotta make an effort when people are around. If you say you cherish company, then we gotta be okay with driving 15 minutes in traffic. Hell, be okay with taking an hour and a half trip. But that's what I value, My love language, my one is touch, bro. I gotta be in your vicinity. I'm in your vicinity, I'm good. That's my love language. So it was just truly a good time just to see everybody. I spent more time like I normally do on the street because I don't be drinking. So all that drunk talk shit at the bar ain't for me. But spending that time on the street, seeing, just waiting to see different people. And even if the conversation was 30 seconds, just being able to see them again kind of made my day. Made my year, bro. Outside of, my baby came last year. So made my year. Just seeing that. Saw some old coaches. I finessed a couple free t-shirts, finessed my way into the barbecue. And I got to accomplish one of my yearly goals.
Which one was that?
I told y'all I was going to DJ out of state. And what was supposed to be a 30-minute little set, motherfucker turned it to 2 hours because my frat brother, shout out A-Rock, man, that's a busy man. And he had to put out some little technical fires at the event, at the barbecue. So he had to literally, they didn't have a ladder. They didn't have a cameraman for the damn yearbook pictures. So based on your generation, so the 60s, 70s, all that. So he had to scramble to go get that, even though that wasn't his job. So I ended up DJing the rest of the event. So the half of the event, I ended up DJing. And they ended up creating a little buzz. They was one of the people I know was like, why you ain't DJing on the parties? I'm like, I wasn't a DJ when I was in school. See, nobody knows me as a DJ here in Ohio. People in Nebraska know me as a DJ. So now I kind of got us an in to go down, and next one is 2025, but we ain't gotta wait that long. I know hella people in Cleveland and Cincinnati and Columbus. So the 3 C's. But yeah, man, it turned into a blessing talking to A-Rock. I had to get him on a call or something because the business side of that is insane. A DJ in Southeast Ohio where ain't really no black people out here doing numbers and leveraging his expertise and working with the city on city boards. Literally got the mayor to our gala. He got the mayor to our gala because he sits on a council with them and all kind of stuff, bro. So it was overall just a great trip. And the last piece of that, if y'all ever see my artwork on the wall over here, my fraternity had their 50th chapter anniversary. So we even had one of the founding members of our chapter from 72 there at the gala. So we had some OGs there, 70 years old, old head, all my old Zetas, sweethearts, Sigma sweethearts, which they don't do those type of things no more. Sweethearts are the people who were online with the guys. So they help assist the guys during their process, but they end the process with them. Yeah, man, it was just a good time just to be around even my fraternity brothers. I told them a lot. They got on my nerves. Like, I don't like y'all like that. I got other friends. We got too much shit going on. I'm trying to go see my other people, y'all. But they know I was joking and serious. But it was just a good time, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was ready to go back. I'm like, man, let me go look for a job in Cleveland, man. Shit, I got just a few more homies up there, just a few. But man, it was a good time, man. Just thinking, like, only thing that could have made it better was all my football teammates being back. That's about it. But just thinking about what you learn, the connections you make while you're there. I just did a lot of thinking, bro. I was in my room by myself. I stayed by myself the whole time in the room. Then went out to go be around people, but a lot of thinking, just where we been, where we going. People, man, thinking about this shit when you in school, bro. 35 seemed like you was old. I don't feel old at all.
Man,
minus my knees.
You 18, 19 years old.
Yeah, man. And you start looking back. Like looking back then, like even like some of them false goals, like, man, you think you got to rush? Like it's a lot of, Lord willing, it's a lot of life left. Shout out to people like Gary Vee who keep trying to tell people this. You got a long way to go, dog. You ain't got to run a sprint. This ain't got to be a sprint. Just to keep reinventing yourself and keep growing and all of that, man. It just brought me to so many like different quotes and people I'm watching. Like I remember seeing a Will Smith talk about Eartha Kitt and what he was telling Eartha Kitt was telling them about being in a relationship. She was like, how long y'all married? He was like 25 years. She was like, shit, y'all don't even know each other yet. After 25 years, y'all don't know each other. That's a crazy concept to us. Until you make it that long, be like, man, because you're gonna be growing forever. Hopefully. So man, it was definitely a good time. Fresh ass air, boy. Southeast Ohio ain't got no buildings. Like you in the backwoods, bruh. The Harvard of the Hawking is what they called the school. So it's nothing but fresh air. A lot of late night food. But a lot of walking to burn it off. Beautiful campus still. Kids is weird. Y'all weird. You two in the back, y'all generation weird. I don't care. I'm standing on that hill. I love y'all. We gonna help y'all out. I don't know if we can help them. I think it's just times is different. But y'all weird, dog. See, that's what y'all call it, but we got it right. Y'all weird. Look, wait till y'all turn that age because you're gonna be saying them kids weird. That's how it always go. But it was a good time, bro. It definitely was. A lot of time to just sit back and observe. A lot of time. Even in the environments, just watching.
Yes, sir.
Hell, the fun part is watching who that nigga still. That's how you. Hey, when y'all go out with old heads, just watch them and watch how niggas maneuver. Like, who is that nigga? I know who that nigga. A couple of them niggas is. Being out, yeah, say that nigga.
That's funny.
Still to this day.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey man, that's real. You gotta watch. I'm like, man, it's just gravitational pull. Shout out my nigga Ed.
Man.
Ed Steele, man, that's my guy. He that dude.
Ed still got it?
Yeah, Ed still got it.
That's funny.
Man. But yeah, man, it's just reflecting, bro. But, you know, that was that trip. So, but we also had a dope ass event.
Mm-hmm. A
couple. Which one you want to start with?
Shit, man, I'm following your lead.
You tell me which one you want to talk about.
Man, whichever one.
Let's talk about this ladies only our what's the word?
Mm-hmm.
What's the word just happened, man? Open mic poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Montreal was in the building.
Yes, sir.
Montreal can attest, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, what was the ladies looking like?
Oh man, that was a solid 11.
A solid 11. Cause they was there. Probably a good 6-to-1 ratio at minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jewel, man.
Man.
Oh, you hype Jewel up because you good at it.
Man, listen, man. I mean, man, shout out to Jewel Rogers, man. I mean, you kind of caught me when I'm still kind of like, you know, tired and stuff like that. But man, as far as what Jules do, like words ain't even, I don't even think the words will give it, you know, it won't even give it the proper due. But just a very phenomenal poet, man. Very phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she really. It's funny when you talk about spoken word, and a lot of people do pieces. But I think when you dive into what spoken word is,
mm-hmm.
and the ability to tell your point of view, tell your story, and to know when and how to animate yourself,
mm-hmm.
she did that to a T, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was, like you said, that was spoken word.
Yes,
that
sir.
was the essence of it. So it's sometimes in our culture, when you go to those competitions, it's bigger than just having a dope piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's the performance,
mm-hmm.
and how that performance accentuates what the message you're trying to get across is. And she killed that one.
Yeah,
she killed that one.
Mm-hmm.
And we always have dope poets, bro. The fact that we're seeing the growth,
mm-hmm.
and people continuously want to come, and they're bringing people.
Mm-hmm.
We're constantly getting feedback on the environment,
mm-hmm.
and how comfortable the environment feels.
Man,
how safe they feel in that space.
mm-hmm.
I've always said one of the best compliments you can ever get as a man is to be directly beside someone, especially a woman, and they feel comfortable and safe with you. The best thing you can do is set an environment. If you can set a safe, comfortable, positive environment just by your presence or how you're moving, that means you and yourself are comfortable.
Yes, sir.
You and yourself are inviting. So that's one of the highest praises I'm always take from somebody, is that the environment is good. And then our girl Danye came with the carne asada vegan tacos.
Yes, sir.
Boy, look at Montreal. He like, yeah, that's yeah. Who knew mushrooms was so fire?
Man.
Came through with the food, racked up, and made sure the people were fed, you know. It was just an amazing time. Like, I think, Jonny, you mentioned this. You said with this event, this time you weren't even worried. Weren't even worried. What kind of brought you at ease?
I mean, I guess it was just knowing that all of the pieces is in place. It's a gift and a curse, bro. I'm highly analytical, always just taking assessments of situations, and a gift and a curse is to be able to see what's missing. Because a person point out what's missing don't necessarily make it a bad thing, but I just always see what's missing, And from the first show, I knew that we was missing a videographer, we was missing a photographer, we was missing food, we was missing a door person. So it's just like basic stuff that I knew we was missing. And so like as you start getting those elements taken care of, you know, you setting the environment with intention. Everything you doing is with intention. Smudging the place, you coming in, I can't even like put into words everything you do to create and curate a space properly. And so it's like when you do all of that, you don't have no concerns. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Some people say prevents piss poor performance, but I just knew that the back end was taken care of. And then so once, you know, we had a couple hiccups and everything like that, it's just it's always an opportunity to see how you handle adversity. Things will never go 100% as planned. And so like when that adversity come, how do you handle it? Do you still have the optimism? Are you able to roll with the punches and stuff like that? So I think that just knowing that we doing the back end work, that's the reason why I don't got too much concerns about it.
Got you. Yeah, man. And shout out to Jonny, man. Like anybody that thinks, never have yes men on your damn team.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's supposed to scrutinize.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when their intention is to improve.
Mm-hmm.
People like Jonny scrutinize to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he get to a point where he fed up, he gonna shoot it super straight. Nigga, that shit trash. Hey, but it's a reason why he's saying it, because he's already done the research, the market research on how people reacting to it, if it the likability, comparing it to the competition.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get the yes man from around your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Let somebody tell you what's wrong. And if you have and then talk about the capacity in which to improve it, and what you can do, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Until you can do more.
Mm-hmm.
So I always appreciate Jonny for that, period. I don't gotta like it. And even if I don't like it, it don't even mean he ain't right. And so you gotta learn what's facts versus feelings.
Yes, sir.
And that's the whole shit too. I can like some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean I'm gonna be right when he scrutinized and say this needs to be better, or this could have done this, or we could have did this.
But then also too is just, you know, learning how to celebrate, you know, like taking the good with the bad, man. I think that's a part of something that can be missed, where people miss opportunities to appreciate. You know, they say what you appreciate appreciates. And so it's like you can have a mindset where you see what's missing, right? But don't focus on the one thing wrong and ignore the 99 other things that went right, and celebrate those other 99 things. But, you know, if you're looking at improving, it's not always the biggest changes that equals the most improvement. It's always the small changes that the momentum kind of compiles upon itself. And then that's when the big change happens. So it's a compound effect.
Yes, sir. Like even for myself, it's like, I know I'm going to get into these turntables this week, and I'm going to get on these mics this week. Fix that problem. Make sure everything is copacetic before I go out and do anything again, because I got to make sure my shit's straight. So I'm constantly learning, even because what happens is you get comfortable. Oh, yeah, just plug and play. Then douche.
Yep.
You ain't do your checks like you supposed to do.
Yep.
And now something's going on. So staying on them P's and Q's, man. But definitely was an amazing event. Want to shout out Davey Grams for the photography.
Man, shout out to Davey Grams, man. Just shout out to everybody that's a part of it, man. You know, my man Ed, making sure that everybody being videotaped and stuff like that, man. The performances will be out there. I mean, that's the thing about it, is like when it's bigger than you allow people to come in and lift up the dream, man. And I just want to be a part of curating events that I want to be a part of. Like, I can't wait to the day that I'm able to just plan events and then sit and enjoy them. You know, right now I just need to find more people with unique talents, like hosting and just different things like that, where I can sit in the background. And once I do that, it'll just free me up to do more of what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. We are looking for unique talent. Hit us up at We'll have our info. Y'all know how to find us, and we'll make sure y'all get it. But we definitely are always looking to expand, and we looking to push the next. Who next? Who up next? We with it. We just gonna, again, We're gonna scrutinize your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to take some criticism, and just be great at your craft. I want to be great at your craft. You ain't got to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
We always looking for that, man. We all here learning on the job, learning on the go.
Man.
Every last one of us learning on the go.
Yes, sir.
So it is all right. None of us are masters, and you might call us a master, but a master knows they still train.
Man.
So definitely, man. What's the word? Next one is November 16th. Yep.
Yes, sir.
November 16th. So make sure y'all are in the building.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be one of them ones.
Man.
Last one of the year.
Of the year. Yes, sir.
So make sure y'all there. So that event happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a very, 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 very important event this past Saturday.
Man.
My brother Jonny was able to had a burning desire. He said, bro, for my birthday, I swear to you, I don't want to do nothing but make sure black men are able to get in the room and discuss and have a conversation about their mental health and perseverance. My brother Jonny, in a short time frame, made that shit happen. My brother Jonny said, I want it small and intimate. And in him saying that, everybody wanted to jump in and help. Everybody, but it was in a good way. People donating money. Get this. I want to help get these snacks. I'm going to put it out there. A bunch of output, bunch of shares. And it ended up still being exactly what he wanted that intimate space.
Yes, sir.
And I think the outcome from that was phenomenal and extremely impactful. And I want my brother Jonny to really expound on that event, how he saw it come to fruition, what he got out of it, and what he feels the people got out of it.
Man, definitely don't want to speak for nobody. So I'll, when people come, I'll let them speak about what they experience, and I'll let you speak about your experience. But as far as the event itself, it's just something that I wanted to see happen. Every year around September, I start going through a phase about October, except for last year. Last year was the first year I didn't have these mental problems, so I thought I was good. But every year around August, I just start getting very irritable, and I just start questioning everything about, like, what's the purpose of life, my intentionality, why am I here? Because this is around the time when my life was almost taken. So, like, even right now, all I'm thinking is, what's the purpose? Like, what's the weight that my words are holding as we're doing this, And so, like, if I don't feel like so I just want to make sure that black men had a space in which they can talk about their mental wellness, perseverance, and what that look like, because it don't look the same for all black men. I had made a post on social media about something, and there's a brother named George who's a part of the reading circle up there at the Malcolm X Center. And he had messaged me like, bro, I think you should do some type of event like this. And it was outside of the norm of events we do. We be doing poetry events. I've been doing stuff with Earth Day that's more focused on artistic expression. But as far as creating space for black men and mental health, I feel like that's something that you almost need to have a specific training in. I do have a mental health first aid certificate where I'm an advocate, where I can read people and see, like, who's experiencing mental health troubles and stuff like that. Like, but before the training, I had that type of intuition. And so I just started noticing that in the city that there was like a heavy energy that was going around. So I just wanted to make sure I created an event around it. But then I started second guessing if it was worth it, how people would perceive it, because certain buzzwords like mental health, mental wellness, and stuff like that, I don't care for social media. I don't care to be on this podcast. I don't care to be in front of this camera. This shit is vulnerability at its highest form for me. I do not care for this shit. And it's like, knowing that there has to be space created for black men to express themselves free of judgment, where they don't feel like cameras are watching, people are judging them. It's not for show. It's not for likes. It's not for none of that. I just felt like it was super important. And on that trip coming back from Chicago, shout out to the homegirl. I told her what I wanted to do, and she told me to do it. And I just had paid attention to the signs in the universe. I think that a lot of times we don't pay attention to the signs in the universe. We think that things are supposed to be harder than what they are. Because something is simple don't mean that it's easy. And just because it ain't easy don't mean that it's hard. And I just think that when things are meant to be, you should got to pay attention to the signs in the universe.
Yes, sir, man. It was definitely needed. And shout out to my brother who word traveled to the point where somebody was like at a church event, barbecue down the street, and somebody said, "Hey, I want you to go down here to this. They doing a black man mental health thing." And he's like, "I only got a few minutes." And he stayed the entire 2 hours, bro. Like I think you said it best. Like that's the most telling sign. Like that means there's something here that he was able to give and receive from that he needed. That's why he stayed instead of just dipping, and everybody kind of stayed. But I know for me, it was just an opportunity. Like there are very few spaces where you can just drop something, open it up and drop something, and not saying nobody's going to judge, but not care if anybody does. I think the ability to draw in some strangers always helps because they can't judge you from a can of paint. And even if they do, you ain't going to see them for the most part, you know? But also with them being strangers, it's an opportunity to build with them. It's to build with somebody new. But having that opportunity just to see even myself and others just drop a bomb, boom, this is what I'm dealing with. It is what it is. Like that's what this space for. That's how I feel. This is what I'm dealing with. Very little grandstanding, not completely empty of it, but very little, and I think enough realness to balance it out. But just having a space, and I think people we just don't. It's very difficult to find value in our voice, especially as a black man, without nobody having to say nothing. And I'm somebody, I say what I mean, what I say whenever I feel like it. But I know that there can still be repercussions. There's always, I won't say room for misunderstanding. I think people just room for people not listening to the whole thing. They don't want to understand. They don't want to see a viewpoint. So just having the opportunity to share, not trying to get no damn grant funding by getting everybody's emails, all that kind of stuff, just a genuine space makes it very comfortable and very open and vulnerable in a place where we need to be. Because, you know, things be tough. I know most people are like, well, woe is me, but people very rarely understand how hard it can be for especially a lot of young men in general, how non-apologetic the world can be, especially when you are male, because you're supposed to be building the motherfucking world. So, and dealing with shit that we deal with coming from where we come from, it gets pretty thick, pretty heavy. Half a degree of separation from anybody and everything.
I mean, literally 3 people shot this weekend. One of them, my cousin. Dude who got killed was somebody who came down to the Bryan Center every weekend last year volunteering. Other person who got hit is my little homie who I just sent a message to like 2 weeks ago. Told him to avoid the suckers because he be shining. So, I mean, it's like you said, at half a degree of separation. You just never know what people going through. But it's always something, bro. It's literally always something.
So if we can't at least have a space to unload, screw even fixing. Sometimes we just need somewhere to unload. We need to have a space where, like Trey can throw some hands in the air, just punch the air. Shout out Nia Long, she was in the news this week. But we need a space like we need a space to unload some of that energy, bro. Like we just don't have it, man. So. I know I slid one in. Divine, it was divine. It was divine. But no, it definitely was one of those. And I hope, I know we talked about being able to do it again, making, if we can, make it routine, but just,
Yeah.
it don't have to be nothing crazy. Let's,
We doing it, man. I mean, it's already talked. We put it in the universe. I knew from the beginning it was going to have to be something that would have to happen again. So every last Saturday, 3 to 5. Right now we at the Fabric Lab. If location change, man, we'll update everything. But just, shout out to everybody who making it happen, man.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Homegrown Ginger too for coming to set the table.
Yeah. And sorry, women's, y'all can't come.
Yeah.
Let's have a space.
Man, you'd be surprised how many women was mad. Like y'all just trying to fish. I told her, I said, you acting like Jada right now. You trying to get somebody that's broken. You trying to take advantage.
You gonna heal them, bring them in your house and
Trying to heal.
Yeah. Trying to find they August.
Man.
It ain't even August no more. Trying to find they August.
Man.
Stop.
Man.
Damn shame.
Man.
Yeah, man. Shit. So that was one. So we got that. Man. And then I know you all, or you, Jonny, specifically went to a dope event that I was out of town for. Sunday Soul.
Man, yeah, Sunday Soul. That was fire. Man, shout out to Elijah, man, for throwing together a super fire event. Had a harpist on there. I don't know her name. Had Jules performing some poetry. Had Zina and had Ricky Monique on there, man. That man, just, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just something different about seeing people get into their element and go into flow when they perform. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened when Jewel performed, man. I mean, she stopped time. And to just really see her coming back out of her cocoon, blessing people, it's just, sometimes I don't think people understand what the people who they look up to go through to perform the way that they perform when they perform. Life is a stage. Mm-hmm. And so, like, to see people like Jules continually blessing people with their talents, it's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I wish I could be there. But Elijah moving and grooving. Mm-hmm. We tried to warn y'all when she was on the podcast. Mm-hmm. So next one is like in November as well. November,
I want to say 13th or
12th
something.
13th.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And my ass might be out of town again.
Man.
But yeah, definitely check those out. And those are free, correct? Free to the public.
Mm-hmm. Donations accepted.
Yep. So yeah, man, city done had some, it's great to be a part of the positivity.
Man.
And I'll say not even just part, the necessity, right? We part of the necessity. And I always try to be needed, not just wanted. And hopefully we can continue to grow. But it is definitely a feeling of gratitude to see the reception, to see the reception and the connections. Mm-hmm. And those things I can't take it. I don't take for granted. I know we talk about expansion, we talk about growth, but trust and believe, I do not forget those who've helped, who work with us, who provide where they don't have to, who partner with us. And even if it is for IOU, they don't have to do the IOU. And it's greatly appreciated from me. Yeah, it just be crazy, bro. Like, reflecting, I keep saying these last 2 years has been none less than miracle. Don't mean everything is good. It's just nothing less than miracle. Nothing less than how it's supposed to happen. I can't express enough how grateful I am for everybody, people in this room, everybody in my house right now, and everybody out there who work with me. I can't express how grateful I am. So I appreciate it. Sometimes I be wanting to get on some other shit too. I'm like, hey, don't think I done forgot about you other hoe ass niggas.
Man.
I got that energy too. But
yeah. Man. I think that, it's just a season for everything, man. So gratitude is appreciated. That could be something that I can do better, is just expressing it, man. But my presence shows you I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just thank you for who you are, what you do. Yeah, man, it's a long challenge. It's a journey that we on, man. And like you said, we being a part of the necessity. I am literally an introvert. I am an introvert, bro. So when y'all see me out, bro, I am an ambivert at its finest. I am an extroverted introvert. I do not care to be around a bunch of people, bro. So that's just me. It's all love. When I see y'all, that's genuine. That's why y'all come. Extroverts get their energy from introverts. I am the power source you need. You need me. I don't need you. I need myself in my alone time. So it's just, bro, just thank you for everything you do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Continuing to push me to be my best self, supporting my dreams, supporting my goal, opening up your home to me, opening up your mind to me, bro. I appreciate it, man. Like, it's been all love, bro. It's something you said back in 2020. Sometimes it ain't your day one. Sometimes it's your day twos, man. So thank you for being a beautiful day two, bro.
So thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. We on the long haul.
Yes, sir.
It's beautiful, man.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, man. I love being in the moment, but I love thinking out. Futuristic is one of my top 5 strengths. He got all that strategy shit, nigga. I know where the fuck we going. I know where I'm going. I hope y'all come with me. I'm trying. I'm gonna try to pull you along,
man.
If you want to get pulled along. But yeah, man, we gotta finish out the year.
Yeah.
And it's crazy even having this reflective conversation around the time where we were really getting our mojo started for the podcast.
Yeah.
We in that season where we was really just like, shit was flowing. I think we just got climbed at the Malcolm X Center.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, we gonna do it. So we in that mode. We still moving, man. It's a great time. Shit, man. I'm thinking what's coming up too. Halloween is around the corner.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Halloween around the corner.
It's gonna be a horrific time.
Horrific?
Or horrific. Horror show. Yeah. We gonna see. I'm gonna get canceled.
Shit. Hey, we gonna run that back to see if he is excited when he do get canceled. We gonna run that back.
I am. I'm
cancel him. Don't cancel me.
Like, damn, ain't nobody at the take me off the flyer. Off the
what's the word?
Take me off the flyer.
Nobody did. Featuring the set curated by Jonny. No shit. Fuck it. I'm gonna have to curate the set too now. Shit. Goddamn.
Be in there with a mask on.
With a mask.
In a voice box.
In a voice box.
Yeah, I don't know who this is. Yeah, man. Shit. But it's all good. So we got Halloween coming up.
Man.
End of the year, we got What's the Word in November. Every Saturday, last Saturday or fourth Saturday?
Shit, I said last Saturday.
Last Saturday, we doing our mental health check-in for our brothers. Please come out, connect with us. Even if you want to just sit in the space, just come and sit in the space. It's a good space for us to be.
Man, break bread. You know what I'm saying? We have food on deck. You know what I'm saying? We having conversations, man, and just keeping it real organic. And I promise you, I won't be tired.
Yes, sir. And for the pod, man, we gonna have. They don't know, but I got a plan for you two niggas back there. I got a plan for you two niggas. Yeah, and also, man, we're going to try to get on this road one time.
Yeah.
We're going to see we're going to make something happen. So hopefully we're going to put it in the universe right now.
Yeah, man.
Big shit popping. Big things.
Yes, sir.
Man, we done had big teams, bro.
Man.
We had a New York Times bestselling author on our damn podcast.
Man, for sure.
Playing with us for
man.
Y'all playing with us.
Playing.
Where's our OEA, man? They ain't got no OEAs for podcasts, man. Y'all bullshitting.
Man.
We going to force that.
Yes, sir. We did all kind of work.
Listen, now I done got another idea. Let me hold it. We'll talk about that off camera. Yeah, man. Any last thoughts?
Man, just I just want to say thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? 31, man. It's a blessing. You know, shout out to everybody who done hit that subscribe button so far. Shout out to the people who like. Shout out to the people who comment. Shout out to the people who don't subscribe and still support everything we doing because they mention it to us. So, just if it's one thing that I know, man, everybody that's close, sometimes everybody ain't a friend. Everybody ain't a supporter. Sometimes you got close haters. But all y'all love and intention is appreciated. So just thank y'all.
Yes, sir, man. You know where to find us. Streets A&R on everything. We still on everything but Apple. Like, comment, subscribe, share, listen, watch, and we gonna keep it moving, man. Onward and upward.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said onward and upward.
Only directions to go in life, my boy LP said. Yes, sir.
So, man, we gonna get out of here, man. It's your host, Get Ejike with it.
It's your other host, Jonny No Good.
Let's catch y'all later, man.
Peace.
Peace.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.